Wow. Okay. I'm flabbergasted. What a day. What a day to be a football fan. Lots of news happening with obviously Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. I was at work, and to be honest, if any of my coworkers were watching, I was having a hard time focusing. So I was able to take a break, and I got home, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go live. So I'll be honest, guys, I have not done a ton of research. I'm gonna do it live here on stream with you guys. But I want to hear from you. I want to know your thoughts, your questions. Let's talk it out. Let's have some fun talking football because that's what we love to do. If you're with me for the first time, my name is Payo. I'm a huge Rams fan, but football fan also. And thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Whether you're watching with me live right now or on the replay, so glad you're here watching. Thanks for tuning in. But let's start off getting in. Michael, hello. It's Russell Wilson is gone. I honestly didn't see it coming. I did not think the Seattle Seahawks would trade Russell Wilson this year. I didn't rule out the possibility, in future years, but I felt like this year Russell Wilson was going to stay. So I am shocked beyond belief. I'm flabbergasted. All the words. That's what I am. All the words. You think the trade was very steep since Denver had to trade for 2 first-round picks? Yeah, hey, so I let me just get this right in front of me here. Yeah, so we know that the Broncos traded Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, Drew Lock, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick for Russell Wilson and a 4th-round pick. And in comparison, the Rams traded Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick. Yeah, like it's one of those things that you can compare those trades absolutely. It makes the Matt Stafford trade look like a bargain now. But yeah, that's it's a lot to give up. The Seahawks don't have a 1st-round pick this year. Well, now they do with this trade. I'm assuming it's the Broncos. I think they were picking number 8 or number 9. And so, yeah, it's a lot to give up, but you got to get your quarterback. And if you really feel your team is a quarterback away, that's when you make a trade like that. And so the Broncos obviously feel that. Yeah. Hello, Jack. Do you think, I'm not, I think 77% chance he goes back to the Broncos. That's my gut feeling. I hope he doesn't. I hope he stays with Rams. But yeah, we will see. We will see. He's hinting on it, but probably staying in LA. Hopefully, I'm hoping. I hear you, Michael. Hey, Big Play Slay. Good to see you. And so, yeah, in regards to the Aaron Rodgers situation and Russell Wilson, they both impact the Rams for different reasons. And the whole NFL. I don't want to be selfish, only talking about the Rams, but Aaron Rodgers, I think it's the best move for him. I think that obviously it's the best move for Green Bay. And you got to pay a lot of money, and they're going to try and form a Super Bowl team once again. But it is kind of admitting that Jordan Love was they picked a backup quarterback with their 1st-round pick. That's what they did. Now that being said, it's tough because not every team has a back-to-back Super or MVP walking around. So we'll see. Big Play say, I just got home. Wilson is a Bronco. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. You know that Aaron Rodgers 4-year, $200 million contract, 130 guaranteed, probably going to bite them hard for Green Bay salary unless they restructure some of the players since he's 30. I think he's 38, Michael. I think. But regardless, like 38, 39, maybe he's turning 39. The reality is that we know that this was coming. I like as it grew more and more, I felt like if it was going to be a trade, if he was going to get out, I felt that we would have found that out earlier. And obviously, a deal like that, like a $200 million deal, you don't just come up with that in a day, right? So they've been talking for a long time. And I've seen some people say, like, oh, the Broncos waited till Aaron Rodgers wasn't on the table and then they went and got Russell. I don't think so. No, no, no. For that trade of Russell Wilson, like, I think that happened. Reports are that they've been negotiations for 2 weeks about that, and yeah, I'm really curious. The Rams are sorry, the Seahawks are reloading. Getting lots of draft capital to make some moves, and so now you know what I gotta look at. Let's see here. Seahawks uh, depth chart here. Because yeah, like this, man, this is insane that Russell Wilson got traded. Because you look at it, like, so they have Jacob Eason, and Jacob Eason, he threw a pass, an interception to Jalen Ramsey. He's the third string. They have Geno Smith. Okay, we need that, and then Drew Lock. I just don't see them competing for like the playoffs with those guys. No offense to them. In a division with Kyler Murray, Matt Stafford, and assuming Trey Lance, takes his step forward. That's crazy. Now I think Noah Fant is a good tight end. Him going to Seattle, that was a big get for them. I feel for the guy like Drew Lock, Noah Fant, to get traded the way that they did. That's crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts, guys. Nuts. Let's talk. I want to hear from you guys. Ludacris, Rams defense will miss Russ Cook. Yeah, we had some good games against Russell Wilson, but the reality is that they were good games because Russ always got the Seahawks back in it. And I appreciate everyone tuning in. Please smash that like button. It really helps me out. I was sitting at work and I could not focus. And I'm thankful I had a job today that allowed me to take a break, and I'll go back to work later tonight. But I had to come in here and talk to people who know what they're talking about with football, because no one in my office was wanted to talk about this with me. It's Watson and Rodgers left in the QB market. Yeah, big place. That's interesting because with Rodgers and Wilson now moving in, not moving in Rodgers' case, but there's QB carousel kind of going about. What's that mean for guys like Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz, Teddy Bridgewater, Jimmy G? I don't know. Yeah, Broncos going to be good next year. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, CG, good to see you. Yeah, no more Wilson. Yeah, we don't have to worry about him. We got to worry about Drew Lock now. Do you think they will trade DK? That's interesting. Will the Seahawks go full on fire sale mode? I don't know. I don't think so. You know what? I didn't think Russell Wilson was going to get traded. So what do I know? But yeah, that's definitely something we gotta watch out for. So Drew Lock is going to be the QB1 for Seattle now. Good luck. Hey, and that's what's penciling. Maybe Seattle's trying to get someone like Carson Wentz. I don't know. Like maybe there's something else going on. Right now, obviously, it looks like Geno Smith, Drew Lock will kind of be a quarterback competition for that. And so, yeah, absolutely. If those are the guys you're rolling with, good luck with that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Tyler Lockett is eventually going to leave for sure. I don't see him sticking around too much. Yeah, like I don't know if the Seahawks are going full on fire sale mode. I don't. Just because they got players back, and this is so interesting. It's so fun. And again, I can't underestimate that. No offense, and yeah, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant. Those are two good players. You don't want to belittle their talent at all. Whew. Buddy guys, well, this is very good for us. Seahawks should be an easy sweep. However, I'm mad about Rodgers' sign because I believe we do play them this coming year. Yeah, so Buddy Gas, good to see you. We do play the Packers on the road. There's a potential we play them either at Lambeau or the Packers do have a home game in London, England. So maybe the Rams play the Packers over in London this year. Maybe it's a Lambeau. I don't know. Interesting. We're gonna have to stay tuned and find out. Uh, hey, Brando on the go. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for tuning on in. And yeah, just big news. Big news. Um, if Seattle is on fire sale and go full rebuild, it's probably time for yeah, Michael. That's a really good point, right? Because Pete Carroll, I think he's 70. I gotta look up Pete Carroll. I think he's 70. Pete Carroll's age. Let's see. He is 70 years. Yeah, he was born in 1951. 70 years old as a head coach. Again, that was my main reasoning for thinking he wasn't going to trade Russell Wilson, or the Seahawks wouldn't trade Russell Wilson. I just really felt that he wouldn't want to rebuild. But I guess he's going to go back to the days of like when he was playing with like Matt Hasselback as his quarterback and winning the division at 7-9, which hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm really curious to see Pete Carroll's press conference coming up. I'm sure that's happening soon, because he was famous for at the at the combine and his press conference there. He was they are not in negotiations with anyone now. So we know that was a bold faced lie, right? We know it. um, Brandon goes, yeah, my real name is Zach. It's not no, it's not a secret. There are many people that know that. I go by Payo time, just as my cool username. But yeah, no, it's not a secret about my real name. Great question. Good to see you. Still, Rodgers is Joker can't win the playoffs anyways. Are you surprised we won't? I'm sorry. Yeah, like with Rodgers, I kind of felt the longer it was dragging on, the more he was going to stay in Green Bay. That didn't shock me when when I got the notification there. I was like, okay, yep, yep. That's I think I was probably 70-30. He was going to stay. 70% he was going to stay. 30 he was going to go. But then the news came today, obviously, that he's staying. He's staying. Wilson's gone. Um, but I think Russell Wilson made the best decision for him, and the Packers made the best decision for them. Those that money is gonna have some consequences, good or bad. And there's now the Packers. We need to know there are still question marks about that Packers team. That wide receiving core is very suspect. And then, like, are they going to franchise Devontae Adams, or does he get a new deal, or is he moving on? I don't know. Like, that the question marks there for sure. Their special teams is still questionable, even though they got a new special teams coordinator. So lots of questions with the Packers for sure. I'm really curious about Rodgers, and I didn't get a chance. I don't know if he went on the Pat McAfee show today. If he did, I definitely want to go watch that later on. But yeah, lots of curious stuff there for sure. Hey, the sports star, good to see you. Yeah, it's I don't know if you were hoping that either Rodgers or Wilson went to the Titans, but I guess there's your answer. And the Titans might be sticking with Ryan Tannehill. Yeah, like I heard reports of Ryan Tannehill maybe getting shopped, right? And we've already heard reports of Carson Wentz. We've heard, I really want to know what happens like with guys like Wentz, Bridgewater. Um, you know, there's so many questions. Well, I'm guessing Bridgewater finds a home somewhere as a backup. I don't know where, but yeah, there's options out there. It is going to be interesting. Hey, random guy, is Vaughn leaving for? It's not for sure. It's not for sure. I think that this move definitely would kind of bring him back to Denver. However, I think Vaughn's probably torn, right? He really Von Miller is probably one of the most torn people right now. He has he has all the options in the world. He can go back home to Denver and be loved. He can stay with the Rams and be loved. He can literally go anywhere because he's such a likable guy. He's a great player. And I'm really curious to see what happens with Von Miller. But Wilson going to the Broncos, and that Broncos team is pretty good, and they felt they were a quarterback away. So we'll see. We will see. We'll see. I'm optimistic Von can still stay, but I don't know. I'm nervous. Amari Cooper probably getting cut. Yeah. That's another big name that will be interesting to see where he ends up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Michael. There's definitely going to be teams interested in him, especially with him getting cut. Hello, Mr. Summer. You're saying, yeah, what a day. What a day. I got to take a quick swig of water. Cheers to anyone out there. Sorry, got caught in my beard there. Oh, got to take out the drink. Oh, man. What a day to be alive. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this. I normally never stream at this time on a Tuesday. Just there is so much news happening. I want to see if there's any new reports on Twitter. All right, we're gonna take a look at some Twitter here. So a couple of Seahawks fans here. Steezy A. Smith, he's a great Seahawks YouTuber. He's saying, well, if there's a silver lining in this Russell Wilson trade for me, it's that I took Javonte Adams in the third round of my Oh, man, that's funny. Let's see. I'm so curious. Wait, Ryan Tannehill is trending. What's up with Ryan Tannehill? Titans fans are... Oh, okay. Why is he... Okay, interesting. A lot of Titans fans, I guess, are tweeting about being disappointed that Ryan Tannehill is their quarterback. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I'm surprised that's in trending after everything that's going on. Okay, I want to see if there's any more follow-up here. Not seeing anything here. Huh. Well, we'll have to stay tuned there. Lots going on. Considering this year's draft is shallow, but this year's free agency signings are quite surprising. Yeah, Michael, that's a really good point. And I'm definitely going to be. I did a mock draft on it on the Cardinal Rule. He's another Cardinal. He's a Cardinals YouTuber. Last night. And I'm definitely going to do a couple of mock drafts on my channel with the Rams, just because that was a lot of fun. Tennessee, probably the biggest loser. I'd be curious, Sports Star, if you're still in here, of what your thoughts are on this. What do the Titans do? I guess they're sticking with Ryan Tannehill probably and paying him his, $38 million cap hit. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, again, I'm really curious what happens with Deshaun Watson now. Okay, you know what? Let me share my screen for a sec here, because I want to sort out some stuff here. Okay, again, this is me doing on the fly research here, guys. Okay, NFL standings. Okay, so we are going to do this. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. Sharing is caring, so I'm going to share my screen. Hey, Reddy, good to see you. Oh, and the Sports Star, you're here. The Titans have a better chance of drafting. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. I appreciate that, Sports Star. Yeah, you're coming from a Titans fan perspective. Okay, we're going to share the screen here. Sharing is caring. And let's see. Where did I put that? No, I don't want to. NFL standings. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to go through team by team here. I want to make sure you guys can see me okay. Yeah. Okay. Team by team here. Okay. So starting up here, AFC East. Bills, Josh Allen. We know that's a thing. Mac Jones with the Patriots. You know that thing. The Dolphins seem content sticking with Tua, even though they were often rumored to be linked to Deshaun Watson. But yeah, I think they're going to stick with Tua. Jets, obviously going to stick with Zach Wilson. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Raiders, Derek Carr. We've heard rumors about Josh McDaniel maybe looking for different options, but I think they stick with Carr. I think they stick with Derek Carr. Justin Herbert sticking around. Broncos got Russell Wilson. That is a stacked division. Stacked. There's going to be a lot of good football games. I'm looking forward to seeing the AFC West next year. That's going to be a lot of seeing. Oh, I just thought about this. Seeing Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and even Derek Carr twice a year. Those are going to be some great games. I'm stoked for that. Oh, that's going to be fun. As a football fan, we are spoiled. Joe Burrow, obviously there. Steelers, what do they do at quarterback now? Yeah, because both Rodgers and Wilson had been linked to them. Do they get someone like Carson Wentz? I don't know. Maybe they draft someone. I don't know. Steelers are a team to watch for. Browns, I'm assuming they're sticking with Baker Mayfield. We had heard very little rumors about them moving on from him. They haven't re-signed him to a big deal, so maybe. Ravens obviously sticking with Lamar Jackson. Titans, sticking with Ryan Tannehill, but as the Sports Star just said, probably going to draft a QB. Colts are one of the most fascinating teams because you think they would maybe stick with Wentz, but all the reports are that they're not sticking with Wentz. So, yeah, what are the Colts going to do? I don't know. Texans, I could see them drafting some. David Mills did all right for a rookie. Texans, if a trade for Deshaun Watson is still in the works, do they get a huge haul of draft picks? I don't know. That's a good question mark. Trevor Lawrence, obviously with the Jaguars. And before we get to the NFC, I just want to check in, see if you guys have been commenting here. You have been, so I want to respect that. So I will go solo and bring that right back. So if the Titans draft Carson Strong or Kenny Pickett, I'm sure those are definitely some names to look out for, Michael. Yeah. I'm hoping the Titans can trade up with Washington and take the QB from Pittsburgh. Okay. Trade Tannehill and a first and third for Washington's first pick. Interesting theory. Yeah. We'll talk about Washington in a moment. They were the other team I want to talk about. So both NFC and AFC are stacked. Yeah, absolutely. Packers signed a 4-year, one-and-done contract. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it's a big contract. Yeah. Hey, Mustang 57, good to see you, my friend. Texans will stick with Mills and draft him. Yeah, I think the Texans are pretty self-aware of what they are. All right, let me bring back up this here, and we're going to go through the NFC here. So scroll back up here. And so the Cowboys, obviously Dak Prescott, sticking with that. Eagles, sticking with Jalen Hurts, backup Gardner Minshew. Yeah. Commanders, maybe the Commanders go all in at getting Mitchell Trubisky. I don't know, if that's their best option, or maybe Wentz goes there. I don't know. They're one of the more interesting teams this offseason for sure, what the Commanders do. Daniel Jones and the Giants, I heard, I think I saw a headline that the Giants are interested in Mitchell Trubisky, which is that an upgrade over Daniel Jones? I don't know. I think the Giants are a mess, but they have a new coaching staff, so maybe they can clean that mess up. The Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. I'm trying to get used to saying that all off season. They're obviously going to stick with Matt Stafford. We do have question marks if we're sticking with John Wolford and Bryce Perkins, the backup position. So you never know. Cardinals, assuming they stick with Kyler Murray despite contract beefs, I think they figure that out. Niners, you're assuming they go with Trey Lance and that Jimmy G is still available. So maybe the Jimmy G to the Steelers rumors, maybe there's a little more substance behind them than we realize. The Seahawks traded Russell Wilson. I'm really curious what happens with this because they're a 7-win team this year. Now, Russ missed a significant amount of games with his injury to his finger. So I don't know. that 7-10 record isn't really telling what the team would have been with Russell Wilson all year. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Packers, obviously sticking with Rodgers. Vikings, I think they got to stick with Kirk Cousins, even though I'm sure Viking fans would love to move on from them. Bears, they're sticking with Justin Fields in his sophomore year. The Lions, I don't see them moving on from Jared Goff. I think though, like Goff didn't light up anything. He had a couple of good games down the stretch. Um, yeah, I don't see them unless they really love one of the quarterbacks in this year's draft. I don't see them looking to move on from Goff yet. Tampa Bay, question mark on that team. Brady retiring. What do they do at quarterback? I don't know. You know, I don't even know. Like, I know they drafted a guy last year. I gotta look that up here. Tampa, and I know there's always the possibility of Brady coming out of retirement. I don't think that happens. But we'll see. Yeah. So the Tampa Bay's depth chart is Blaine Gabbert or Kyle Trask. So we'll see about that. Saints, I'm guessing Jameis Winston comes back. I think that's what a lot of Saints fans want. Maybe Teddy Bridgewater comes back there. He had a good time there when he was there. Falcons, you're with Matt Ryan still. Panthers are another team. You don't know what they're going to do. They have some pieces in place to be a competitive team. What do they do at that quarterback position? I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if you guys know. I'm gonna come in and I'm focusing on the chat now, guys. I see a bunch of you guys have commented, so I want to try and get to all of your comments today. I think Watson heads to interesting. You just don't know with the off the field. You just don't know. That Deshaun Watson dilemma for the Texans still lingers, especially if they're still committed to him. But yeah, it's such a weird situation with Deshaun Watson. I don't know. Hey, DK Metcalf, I'm sorry, man. I have no doubt that Seattle fans are hurting right now. They did not want to see their quarterback traded. He's been a staple of your franchise for many years. You've experienced a lot of good games with him. So I definitely, I totally respect that. And I appreciate your opinion and your perspective. Hey, Jake. Derek Carr is the worst QB in the AFC. Yeah. He would probably be the best in the AFC South -1. Hey, that's a fair take, Jake. That's a fair take. Yeah. It's a loaded division. Loaded it. How about Calvin Ridley's year-long suspension? Yeah, and you know what? Like Calvin Ridley, I'll give props to him. Where like I saw him tweet out, he said, "I know what I did was wrong, and I only got a like I appreciate anyone who can accept, for a mistake like that, they can admit like, hey, I was in the wrong, I shouldn't have done it. And so it seems like that's good. But yeah, like Calvin Ridley, there's a lot of kind of unique things to that circumstance. But yeah, that hurts the Falcons, right? He was their best receiver. Ray Rodriguez, good to see you. He said, "Man, I'm so happy right now as a Broncos fan. Can we have?" Well, you know what? Congrats to you. I'm sure Broncos fans are over the moon, ecstatic. I'm hoping that Vaughn comes back to the Rams. I feel like Rams fans and Bronco fans are like, kind of a tug of war of like, come back to the Rams. No, come back to the Bronco. Come back to the Rams. Come back to the Bronco. Come back to the Rams. Come back to the Bronco. Right? And they're in kind of this eternal conflict that will last all offseason until Von Miller makes a decision. But I was saying earlier on the stream that Von Miller has all the options in the world right now. And he can go to two really good teams. I'll be curious to see what he does. Yeah. As a Hawks guy plus Drew Lock, I'm absolutely torn because I know how the fans are. Yeah, I hear you, Eric. It's an interesting development here, and it's interesting that you're happy you got Drew Lock. I guess that's good, but then obviously Russell Wilson's gone. So I don't know. It's I again, like I said, I was at work today and I could not focus. And again, any of my coworkers who probably aren't ever going to watch this, none of them would talk football with me or could talk football with me. The one that could just wasn't there today. And then I was just like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta talk football. So that's when I decided to go live. So I appreciate all of you guys being here and talking football with me. This is my therapy. On a positive side, though, Seattle fans should still be happy that he brought the city a Super Bowl. Yeah, like, hey, I don't think there's any Seattle fan that looks back at their time with Russell Wilson and was like, "Oh, those years sucked." No, like Russell Wilson he's everything you want in a franchise quarterback. That's why I'm shocked they traded him, and that's why it's such a big deal. NFL Chaos with Jeremy. Good to see you, my friend. He's saying amazing. Oh, all the drama. Jake. NFC Stafford versus Rodgers. AFC Mahomes versus Allen versus Wilson versus Burrow versus Herbert versus. Yeah. That's a really good one. The AFC is stacked. It is stacked. That is for sure. Yep. Jeremy's saying, I don't trade a first-year eligible Hall of Fame for anything for any offer. No. Yeah, like it's crazy to me. It really is crazy to me. I don't understand it, Jeremy. I really don't. Like unless Russell Wilson really wanted out, and maybe this is what it was last year, where it said, you know what, let's do one more year. But next year, like I want out, and maybe it's the O-line issues, maybe it's a coaching thing. He just got fed up with Pete Carroll. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to when these introductory press conferences for the Broncos happen, and also for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll, because he boldface lied. Not that that's new, but that happened. Yeah, probably. Yeah, voice crack. Yeah, yeah. The Seahawks probably will draft a QB. Yeah. If Carroll gives the ball to Lynch, they would have two. Yeah, that's a good point, Jeremy. Very good point. Eric, honestly, I'm not sure how happy I am because of the fact I think Drew could get booed. Yeah, I hope he doesn't have it. Yeah, Drew Lock. I hope Drew Lock and Jared Goff talk. I'm hoping that Jared Goff sends him a text, says, "Hey man, I was there last year," and I want Jared Goff and Drew Lock to form this, you got packaged club or something. You were part of a package trade for a Hall of Fame quarterback. Yeah, I would love for Drew Lock and Jared Goff to talk. I would love to have that interview of just Jared Goff and Drew Lock together and be like, can we chat? Are you guys okay? Getting traded like that in that fashion where they trade you plus a bunch of other picks for another player. And yeah, it's crazy to me. Crazy. Let it be known, the Seahawks got a king's ransom for Russell Wilson, right? Because it's not just the 2 first-round picks and the second-round picks, but also getting Noah Fant, getting Harris, on the defense side. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh man, yeah. I'm. Yeah. I just. Oh man. Now the next breaking news that's going to happen soon is Matt Stafford's contract. I know that's happening soon. Maybe it'll happen today, but after Wilson's deal, if you watch my reaction to Aaron Rodgers, yeah, it's it's gonna be something. I don't know if Drew Lock beats out Geno Smith for the start. Yeah, hey, that's a fair take. Yeah, that's a and put a rookie in on that competition. Who knows? Drew Lock is a decent QB to be honest, but think of it like a breath of fresh air and probably new. Yeah, and maybe that's just what Drew Lock needed. A fresh start. Starting somewhere else, new. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy time we live in. Everyone, thank you everyone for tuning in. I've getting so much therapy from this. That's why I started a YouTube channel, so I can talk football with other people, and I appreciate all of you tuning in and talking with me. Another disappointing day in the life of a Titans. Oh, sports star. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh man, that's you know what? I'm gonna check if anything else. Oh, I see Squabo. He's saying best of luck to Russell Wilson. We miss you already. Russ just made the AFC West the best division of football. Yeah. You know what? For the first time in years, I'm not sure I disagree with that. Yeah, that's fair. Oh man. That's crazy. That's nuts. This is nuts, folks. Guys, I am going to end the show there. This has been awesome. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. And it's what a time to be alive. Russell Wilson is a Bronco. Aaron Rodgers is still a Packer. Wow. And football is coming up. You know what? Let's ask before we end here. How many days till the NFL? So 51 till the draft, and then how many days till kickoff? I want to see. It kicks off. Give me a number here. 184 days. 184 days, everyone. Oh, man. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. You guys are awesome.